Texas executes killer who cited Metallica lyrics.
Really?
What was that about? His final words were lyrics to a Metallica song. We're back with the O&A program.
How cool is that? This could be the coolest guy ever. What was his name? Kunkel? Troy Kunkel.
Yeah.
Spent more than half his life on death row, 38 years old, for shooting a man and robbing him of $13 in Corpus Christi. How about that? 1984 shooting gained notoriety with disclosures that Kunkel from San Antonio and then 18 quoted lyrics of a song by the heavy metal rock group Metallica after 31-year-old Stephen Horton was gunned down. So he said the Metallica stuff after he shot the guy, and then quotes Metallica. Did he do it, though, as he was being executed?
No.
Oh, that would be cool. Oh, okay. Just shooting a guy and then quoting Metallica isn't as cool as, like, them strapping you in. Do you have any last words? And, yeah! And just go off on a Metallica tune.
And what's the lyrics about just before you die? Look up at help me out. For whom the bell tolls, help me out. Someone on his feedback about looking up in the sky for the last time. Danny? No? Oh, I thought you had it. All right. Steve,
you're always wearing a Metallica bandana.
After shooting Horton in the head, Kunkel chanted, "Another day, another death, another sorrow, another breath."
They say that Horton didn't know what happened when he was shot. He thought he was hearing a who.
Kunkel's last words before he was put to death, though.
Your mom's box?
Actually, yeah. Your mom's box.
Your mom's box.
Of course not.
Should be the final words. Your mom's box.
It was screaming chinks. So people were outraged.
All right. Martini Steve has been here, Anthony, since 2:30 in the morning.
It's Martini Steve.
Martini Steve.
It's Martini Steve.
Sure right. Is.
And you look like you're going to pass out.
I am exhausted. I am cranked on ephedrine and caffeine like you would not believe. Just trying to stay awake. Oh, yeah, it's fun. Pits are real sweaty.
He came in to get all the audio together for today's program, Anthony.
Yeah.
All the audio that we haven't got to yet.
He's good like that.
Because we're too busy just kind of goofing around today.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm so glad I came in too early.
But we do have a Martini Steve song.
Well, it's not actually a Martini Steve song.
I know, but that's your name.
Okay.
This one's called Steve the Bear.
Steve the Bear.
By Chemistry.
Chemistry did this one too, huh?
He did a really good.
Chemistry with a K.
And then, I don't know, man. Wackbag, you guys got to calm down. We're giving Chemistry credit for these songs that he's sending in, and they're like, that's BS, man. They're not saying that Chemistry is part of Wackbag.com.
Oh, relax, you idiots.
Everyone calm the F down.
You know what I noticed, though, to their credit? It's such a small percentage of people that are complete douchebags on that site. Very small. For the most part, everyone's pretty cool. But there's this small little minority that just point out the dopiest little things. You want to reach in somehow and choke them and drown them in the bathtub.
Look, the Opie and Anthony message boards, they're a lot of fun to read. They really are. Mm-hmm. There's going to be lulls in the program, and there's going to be lulls in the discussions that you could have. So at that point, don't start stretching and trying to come up with some kind of new thread.
There you go.
Where you get overly picky and stupid. Mm-hmm. Just let the board sit for a day or two. Don't worry. Something will happen on the show, and then you'll be able to discuss and discuss and discuss. But that's where those message boards get into trouble.
When they start speculating all kinds of things.
Or just reaching for the stupidest thing because there's nothing else to talk about at that given moment.
Did you see the Tim Sabian one?
Yeah.
Where they talk about Tim Sabian, and some jerk-off just chimes in and goes, well, they had a falling out, and I remember Opie and Anthony were really pissed at Tim Sabian.
We've never had a falling out with Tim Sabian, the program director of WYSP. who has been promoted, and he's like program director for, I don't know, most of the rock channels or something for Infinity Broadcasting now.
Not only a huge fan of our show.
Dude, I talked to Tim Sabian.
Great guy.
At least twice a week still to this day. To this
That's
day.
great.
He's one of those guys that
out.
became a friend besides working together.
It's these know-it-alls that confuse people with other people. That's how rumors get started.
And Tim Sabian really, really wants us back in Infinity Broadcasting.
Yeah.
He wants us on some of the channels.
Of course he does.
Some of the radio stations. That is a fact. Mm-hmm. And there's also other people that want us on in Philly as well. So there's a big, huge thing going on right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Things.
No speculation. That's what's happening.
There you go. Speculate.
We love Tim.
Yeah.
That great body of his packed into those slacks. I would
Those
never.
slacks he wears.
Yeah, showing it off.
Slacks.
All right. This guy has the Metallica lyrics that I was trying to remember. Stupid, but before we move on. Whoa, Pat from Buffalo. Go ahead.
Hey, the line you were looking for is, take a look to the sky just before you die. It's the last time you will.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I love that lyric.
Punching out.
All right. Say simple. He's got to land that jet.
Didn't he sound like the opening to the original Superman series? Yeah, that awful
Superman.
Okay.
Yeah, with that wind sound.
Well, chemistry from Wackbag.com. Is everyone happy now?
What's Wackbag?
And now there'll be a thread. Oh, yeah. All right, they made good. Just, shut up.
We plug that site a lot, considering the fact no one plugs a website more than this show does, especially one that's not controlled by this show. We don't control the content of that show. We always plug it.
And then you plug Wackbag.com because a member sends in a song, and then the gang from opieanthony.net gets pissed off.
It's no satisfying
And then
people.
I guess everyone's fans of the radio show, but then there's sex. There's the Wackbag contingency, and then there's opieanthony.net contingency,
Gangs.
and they don't get along with each other. Even though
East Coast, West Coast.
it's insane. Like if you're a member of Wackbag, they don't want you posting on the other one, and vice versa.
That's what
they
hip-hop's
hate each
all
other.
about.
Cringehumor.net, there's a problem with them. With Wackbag and Cringe Humor, there's some kind of a weird thing going on.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
You want to go to war?
Patrick had from Cringe has his fat face buried in some Coke on a desk, but it's not Coke, it's just sausage, and he's snorting it.
And then there's that awful site, wowfans.com.
Oh, does Paul Field, I love Paul, though, man.
Paul's hilarious. Paul just... We told the story at the sushi restaurant where he's like talking about black people, and we're like, dude, what are you doing?
Oh, all loud.
Real loud.
Kind of blurt out racist remarks. Keep them low.
He has no decibel control at all.
Oh,
my brother, who's he's pretty insane as well. He was even really... Remember how pissed he was getting at Pat? Like, will you shut the F up?
It was really funny. And Paul is just, like, having fun and talking, but he's, like, one of those really loud, and he's a British guy, and he has that accent, and he's just a psychopath, and his face is kind of crunched in. It's not stretched out like a normal face. It looks like he had a normal length face, and someone went, come here, and crunched it down. He's like a Shar-Pei, just saying awful loud things.
And my brother was like, he was getting really mad. The same brother that punched the guy in the train on the way home one day because the guy was speaking really loud on the cell phone.
Well, he should.
And was saying the N-word over and over again. And my brother's like, listen, first of all, you're talking way too loud, and I don't like that word at all. And the guy could care less and kept talking and talking. So my brother just sized him up and waited for his stop and just clocked him as hard as he's punched anyone in his life and just stepped off the train and left.
Is that why he was standing outside Hot 97 this week, waiting for them to walk out?
Sorry, I was reading.
Nope.
Don't worry.
I was reading.
Where's the button?
I didn't...
No, don't worry, Ann.
It was a reference to him not liking the racist remarks, so he was going to beat people up at 97.
You know,
No.
when I get home, I'm going to listen to the replay. I'm going to put up my soundboard at home and hit the crap during that part.
I was actually... that was where Opie should have hit crickets, though, because regardless of the reason, there was dead silence after that,
there
and some
was.
crickets should have been played.
Jack from Atlanta.
Oh, I was reading.
Oh, it was awful.
Jack.
Morning, fellas.
What's up, Jack?
How come the show's kind of changing?
What do you mean?
Ever since y'all started being broadcast on terrestrial radio,
We're not on terrestrial.
it's not... You're not on in Rochester anymore?
No, we were only on in Syracuse for 2 weeks, man.
No.
That ended.
Okay.
That ended before the new year, and we kind of figured it was going to for contractual reasons. To be very honest with you.
What happened to the sexy state and that kind of stuff? The edge is just kind of off.
Chick's got to call up and.
Oh my
and
God, guy.
We went through this yesterday.
The show is still very edgy. It goes in stages. Right now, we're not getting a lot of sex stuff on the show, but that'll come back. I mean,
The only cussing you'll ever do is in the promos when it's just commercials.
And dude, you don't understand that. First of all, we have not been getting a whole lot of calls for Sexy Estate. And then if you do that like twice in a week or every 2 weeks, you get the opposite end of the spectrum calls. People are like, dude, what? Too much Sexy Estate. It's like there's no middle ground that makes people happy.
No.
We know what you're saying, dude, but really, people get really weird. With
and if you're obsessed with cursing, then maybe the show's not for you. I mean,
No, that's not-
there's
that's
enough
not it.
cursing going on. We were just joking about babies being drowned in bathtubs. The show, trust me, is still very edgy.
You know how many curses? Also, yesterday was a very curse-filled show. I noticed.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
it's like
Thanks.
it's
All right.
a certain amount of self-policing too, and it's just because we want to, dude. I do it on stage. You got to do it sometimes when you're a performer of some sort. Just the way you work.
And we're consciously trying to be clever and funny because, Anthony and I have done a lot of interviews, and they ask about the show. We've been doing it for 10 years. We've been very successful. And I've said so many times in interviews, we get frustrated that all they focus on is the shock jock angle. And
Shock jock.
And the reality is, the show works because we make you guys laugh every day. And we want to just focus on that as much as
Give it a
possible.
try.
And then we'll throw some shocking stuff at you. Sure, we'll throw some girls at you. No problem. No problem. But in the end, we want to be known as a funny, clever, edgy show that just makes you laugh.
That's it. Relax.
It's really, really simple.
There's not enough sex.
I get more anti-sex emails than pro-sex. Like once in a while, somebody just wants sex a lot, but I get more of them that goes, dude, enough with the chicks. And it's like you can't make people happy.
And believe me, you know how many emails we read after we get chicks in here going, "Oh yeah, girls doing things on the radio. Wow, that makes great radio." We got to come in here on a daily basis and do the show that we enjoy doing. That's it. You listen to it, you enjoy it, fine. You don't, sorry. Go elsewhere.
There's a couple of changes that we are trying to do with this show, and they're very, very simple. We want to play a lot more audio on the program because we think there's a lot of opportunities to just goof on people just saying stupid things on TV shows and on the news.
Yeah, I like that.
And we have a nice little feel for that stuff because, we can see right through the BS.
It's almost a mystery science theater thing.
Yeah, in a way.
Where you play it, and I don't care, step on the lines. It's hysterical.
Yeah, it's an element I think that's going to be really, really good for the new show. And we're
Keep
always
Steve busy.
we don't want to do this. We don't want to do the same old thing either. We want to continue growing and coming up with new things, and that's one way we want to go. A lot of audio and just goofing on the audio, and also more current events.
Yeah.
More current events because we're now a morning show and we get to open the papers up and be the first people to kind of comment on all the crap that's going on in the world. So those are two changes that we're definitely trying to make. Everything else, we understand what got us here, so we're keeping all the other elements.
So instead of that's what we're doing. Instead of sitting here waiting for girls to come in so we can, shove bats in them. What would that guy have us do? Oh, do Sexy Estate. Okay. So, let's just sit here and wait for the phone to ring so a chick and a guy can call up and have sex on the phone.
There's always going to be that minute percentage of every audience of every medium that you will never please.
And if you do listen to the show every day, we haven't gone out of our way to say, stop calling if you want to be Sexy Estate. We haven't said anything. If it happens, it happens. We're still playing the promo from time to time, right?
Yeah.
And this guy thought we were on terrestrial radio. So, dude, no. No.
Well, he was just a jackass all around, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. He's just concerned. He doesn't want to see the show get all cutesy up. But again, like Opie said, we're talking about throwing a baby into a microwave and drowning it and making fun of that. That's what edgy is. It's not a chick with her tits hanging. That's not what edgy is.
Right.
Or us saying fuck over and over again.
Language, young man. This is still my home.
You know what we've been talking about? No more cursing.
Yeah. How is terrestrial radio going to accept us if we curse?
Come on.
Remember, soften.
Soften everything, everybody. Let's say hi to Pat in Buffalo. Same guy?
Hey, what's going on today, guy?
Are you? All right. What's up, Pat?
Oh, hi.
I've moved to
Hi,
Buffalo.
Apple Tits, how are you?
Shuffled off to Buffalo.
Hi, it's cold.
Hey, I just love those guys at Wackbag. I mean, it's a great website, and it's an awesome message board. Those guys take it so fucking seriously. Like, You cannot breathe a bad word about anything. If you there was somebody the other day that wanted to declare war on the Jim Rome fans because Jim Rome apparently said something about the O&A fans, so they're ready to declare war. And then there's 19 posts on this guy. The boys have not officially declared war yet, so it's not time to go to war. I just need to tell these Wackbag people they need to lighten the F up because it's a radio show.
Dude, we do love Wackbag, man. They are psychopaths.
You know, but that is kind of fun though. They wait for us to declare war, and then all hell breaks loose. That is fun. There is fun. There's fun elements to these message boards. Trust me.
I like them.
And what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep, because message boards always have a tendency to self-destruct, no matter what show it's from. But they start like piranhas starting fighting each other. It just gets ugly. So Wackbag tries to keep it under control.
They have to rule with an iron fist sometimes, and they do a good job of it. They keep their people in line. It would be complete anarchy if they didn't. And those are the message boards that explode and self-destruct. They've done a good job of policing themselves. There are certain rules in place that the owner of the board has put there, and he sticks to those rules, and that's it. And people bitch about him, complain, do it all you want, but that board's still around, and it is, one of the boards that I go to. I post on it every so often because it's funny. There's some posts that are really funny. I like getting involved in the Photoshop aspect of the board too. I jump in there, make a few Photoshops, throw them on the board. It's
I'm just
fun.
trying to figure out which guy you are on there.
Who, me?
I'm thinking you might be Wiffle Ball Bat Lube, but I'm not really sure yet.
Wiffle Bat Lube.
Wiffle Bat Lube,
Yeah,
right.
they know who
Wiffle
I am.
Ball Bat Lube.
Wiffle Bat Lube.
Right.
Is that you?
Yeah.
I never read a post by. I just said it's called.
Yeah, that's me. Wiffle Bat Lube.
Cigar and Scotch called in the other day. He's actually funny.
Yeah. There are some really funny guys on there.
Absolutely.
There are guys that do either through Photoshop or just throwing lines out there that are really funny.
There are funny guys on opieanthony.net too.
And don't forget Cringe Humor. I've had quite a few laughs there.
Don't diss any of them.
You ever read Jim Norton on Wackbag? The guy who posted under Jim Norton?
Oh, yeah. It's not you, right?
Yes.
It is you? Because you can't tell. There are some guys that are named Jim Norton, and it's not Jim Norton.
I know. I'll actually only post under my real name. But you know how funny it is to go to sign up for like a weird site somewhere and use Jim Norton, and they go, that name's already taken?
Already taken, yeah.
I want to bite somebody, and then I'm kind of like, wow, that's really cool.
That's cool. Guys using my name.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's just funny. I get email from some of these guys every once in a while. They're like, we noticed you haven't been promoting our message board lately. Is there a problem that we could... work out here? Like, problem? I don't even notice. Maybe,
Yeah.
I notice Wackbag is just more aggressive and more, I don't know, not productive, but they're
out there. Like I said, they know how to run.
So maybe maybe Wackbag.com comes up a lot more, but I don't know. We're not purposely trying to slight anyone.
I think we crashed Wackbag.
Oh, really?
Trying to get on. It's just not going.
Yeah, they're going to have
to be getting slammed now.
Actually, I know the show's starting to grow again because it's getting, harder and harder to get on some of these websites that crash in. There's a lot more members, a lot more posts, so it's kind of exciting to see the show slowly but surely
yeah, you mentioned a website, and it
growing.
just gets pounded.
The first month here, that didn't happen.
So go to eatabullet.com right now.
You don't want to go there and order the CD or the DVD. Oh, that's Bob.
Yeah, why did he bring in this animal with him?
Wow. It's like Gavin. He's our friend. He's a bodyguard.
Holy yes.
Huge.
Bob Kelly needs a bodyguard?
No. No, for what?
Exactly.
Yeah, Gavin stands at the buffet and keeps Bob away from it.
He has no idea what we said yet until the delay kicks in. And watch, he'll jump up in a second. Johnny from Virginia, go ahead.
What's up, O&A? Morning, Belly Boy.
Hi, Angel.
Jenny.
Hey, fellas, I got to complain a little bit about the cursing thing.
About the what?
The cursing thing.
Uh-huh.
You guys hold back a little bit. A bunch of guys sitting around bullshitting. And I noticed you check the cursing a lot. Like, Opie will say, holy yes.
Dude, I swear to God, there are times Ope does that in real life. We do self-police on purpose, but Ope will actually do that. It's a force of habit at times.
Yeah, because we did terrestrial radio for so long that we started saying F this, F that, holy ass. So it's just part of how I talk in real life, and that's this is an extension of real life in a way. And if you want me to try to force myself to curse, fine, whatever. But
and
I'm not purposely going. I'm not purposely going. Oh wait, I don't want to say the curse here, so I'll say holy ass. It's just that's how I talk in real life.
The beautiful thing about satellite, I'm not trying to cut you off, dude. I'm sorry, but it's like, and I understand people have concerns, but the thing about satellite is when the best joke is profanity, and that's the line, you're able to do it. But there have been times, even since we've been on XM, where I've done stuff where I've been cursing, and I'm like, that was just not the funniest way to go, and it's like I did it because I could, and that's what gets annoying as a performer, and that's what we try to avoid. Right. So it's not like, oh, don't curse, my God, don't. It's just if it comes out, fine. If it's the best joke, fine, but you don't make it happen just to make it happen.
And on this show, I think it's it distracts from what you're trying to say sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes it fits in perfect, and we blurt them out. But sometimes it just distracts from what you're trying to say and the point you're trying to make.
If it comes out is what it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's say hi to Seamus in New York. Seamus, what's up?
How you guys doing?
Good, Seamus.
Hi.
Morning, Sugar Nut.
Hi, Seamus.
Seamus.
Where have I heard that name before? What movie? Seamus.
Seamus. I think the movie name was Seamus, wasn't
Was it? Okay.
I don't know.
Seamus. Seamus.
What
that was good.
I was with a girl one time and she put her finger in my Seamus.
I don't know.
So Seamus.
So Martini Steve's here, and we got Chemistry song.
Yes.
That's how this got started. I guess I'm sorry that we went off on a stupid
the
tangent.
MessageBoard thing.
We'll start doing radio again.
Yeah.
And the song's called Steve the Bear.
Yeah, it's actually
the Bear.
I want to hate Chemistry's guts for this song, but it's really good. The kid's getting much better at putting these things together. I got to hand it to him.
He's done some good ones.
Accolades now.
Chemistry from where?
I don't know. I think he's from
some website.
Oh, Chemistry from cringehumor.net.
No,
that's right.
Wait, no?
I thought he was from eatabullet.com.
Or wowfans.com.
Yeah, I'm not sure anymore.
I don't remember.
I have a short-term memory problem here. Here's the song, Steve the Bear.
Steve the Bear. Steve the Bear.
Hey, that's not bad.
A cute little ditty.
Let's put that in heavy rotation. I want to hear that once an hour when we go to break.
It's kind of creepy.
It really is.
There's something really creepy about it.
It's kind of catchy, though.
It really is. An awful human being for making it, but god damn, is it catchy.
That's funny.
Just the fact that everybody knows that you're sweet and cozy. That's what knows how sweet and cozy.
Sweet, cozy.
Wonderful, thank you.
All
Big
tattooed
bear.
up, but you're cozy.
Not for that one friggin' guy.
Dude, that made the whole AVN walk around all day worth it. The fact that gay guy called him a sweet-faced, cozy bear. That made the whole day worth it.
Ben,
Plus
you
the
like
fact I got to see his body.
You like that song?
Yeah.
Steve the Bear?
It's a good one. It takes away from, now I don't have to hear my awful song.
It's Ben. I love that one.
Yeah, we like the...
No, that one I like.
Yeah. Hurricane Ben. I'm Brady.
Ben has a website dedicated to him.
That was made a long time ago, yeah.
Well, what's it called?
I have no idea.
Get Sparked or something?
Yeah, it was some guy, when I was at Sirius made it. Some gay guy made it.
A gay guy?
Gay guy dedicated a website to you?
Yeah, he made a Ben Sparks fan site.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I guess he could look at that hog one day and he had to get online and do something about it.
Speaking of which, by the way, Bob has the coolest hat ever. You know how Earl has the black on black Yankees hat? He has the black on black Patriots old logo hat. Badass.
Once again, New England
of
ripping off
course.
something that originated here.
Oh,
in New
yeah,
York.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
I'm surprised New England has anything that's all black and they're allowed to sell it. It's rotten racist in Boston.
Unless it's standing up on a block with an auctioneer banging a gavel next to it.
All right, Ron on Long Island. What's up, Ron?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Don't listen to these assholes. Your show is perfect.
Language!
Don't oh, I'm sorry. Don't change a thing. But yesterday, we got to get smarter about the assaults on the media. I screwed up yesterday. I was driving through Smithtown. I'm a heating contractor. I'm driving down in my van. I saw a Eyewitness News van on a side street. It was about 11:45, so I figured they're getting ready to do a live feed on the 12 o'clock news. So I turn around, and it's going through my mind. I'm going to call my wife. I'm going to have her tape it so I can, because it's after the 12, so I'm just sitting there listening to the replay. I pull over diagonally so I can see him in the mirror, and I pull a piece of cardboard out of the back of the van, and I start making a sign. I'm writing Opie and Anthony. I'm about to write wow. I'm not looking in the mirror. All of a sudden, a knock on the window. I'm like, oh, scared the shit out the language again. Scared the ass out.
I was kidding, dude.
And it was the guy from the van, I guess the cameraman or something. What are you doing? So I just
panicked, jammed it in gear, and took off. I almost ran over his foot.
Oh, he nailed you, dude.
Oh God, he nailed me so bad. We got to get smart, man.
Do you have? Do you happen to have a WOW sticker on that vehicle?
Actually, yes, I do.
That's exactly what that is what tipped him off, my friend.
Yep. Do you understand in the New York area that they're on to us? You got to be very, very covert.
I got to get some duct tape and put it over there.
By the way, we haven't had an assault on the media in a while.
No.
That's what I was thinking. Everything's going through my mind. I gotta get this.
Wow,
man.
this guy had the perfect setup, and they were on to him because of the WOW sticker.
Yep. Oh well. Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. How are you? Ugh. He got me.
He did get you, right?
Yes, I'm yammering on my stupid friendly answer.
On you.
I'm such a sweet-faced boy.
It's Dallas in Colorado. It's a girl.
We got a girl on the phone.
Dallas.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Dallas?
Hey, well, I can barely hear you, for one.
Well, you know, maybe roll up the windows.
Oh.
I know it's warm in is it warm in Colorado this time of year?
Some parts.
Colorado? Yeah.
I don't know.
What's that?
Nothing. Go
Out
ahead,
of the
Dallas.
mountains.
Hey, well, since I can barely hear you, but anyway, I have a suggestion. First of all, I think your guys' show is great. I think it's funny. I bought this show for my husband, and I end up listening to it.
Thank you.
And second, you know, when you always bring on, like, male comedians and things like that, why don't you guys invite, like, a female, like Felicia Michaels or somebody?
Oh.
You know, she'd make Jimmy Norton.
Girl
you know,
comics.
she'd make Jimmy Norton, I think, blush.
But I don't know, dude. I'm all for female comics. Like Judy Gold, I think would be a very funny guest to get on. Judy's funny. If the comic's good, they'll be invited on.
Who's this Felicia girl?
Who's that? What's that?
Felicia Michaels. She's a stand-up. I know. I haven't seen her in a long, long time.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, guys. You can barely hear
Yeah,
me.
we gotta move on.
care.
All right, we gotta
Bye.
move on. Her phone just stinks there. So.
Oh, I love that when they do those HBO specials where it's only girl comics. Oh, I could just watch that for hours.
Ladies' night out.
Ladies' night out. You know, you're just going to have a fun-filled night of just female comics. Oh, I'm there for the whole show.
You know what HBO special I love with the funny women, where they're walking around and they get into a car and they lean their head over and they go and then they hand their money to a pimp and he punches them in the face. What was that funny HBO female comedy special? Ugh.
Nothing but period jokes and jokes about ex-boyfriends. Can't wait.
Oh, well, my mother's wondering when I'm getting married.
Shut up.
And I told her when I write a good joke, so she goes, "Oh, never."
You know, I wanted to drown my baby in the tub the other day or cook him in the microwave. I couldn't decide, so I just went for shock therapy. Oh, crazy. Oh.
Brett from Virginia.
Yes, the queens of comedy.
Yeah, Brett.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Let's go, Brett.
Hey, man, I'm right here with the rest of the guys in Virginia, man. I subscribed to y'all whenever y'all had the freebie,
Yeah.
but things have changed.
Yeah.
All right. So.
I mean, there's no. Where's what's in your pants? Where's Trildo? You know, where's the girls coming in and having sex on the show? I mean, that's the way y'all put it out on the air.
Well, some of that will come back, but you know, here's the decision you make. If you don't like the direction of the show, then cancel. I don't care.
It's $2 a month, dude.
Yeah.
And when I say I don't care, I really don't care. There's enough people that are listening, and
When you say you don't care, you really don't care.
no, but I really don't care.
I don't care.
Dude, we're a comedy show. There's times where sex is integrated into it. But again, like what you're saying is like, how come the drill doesn't get played? We got complaint emails. Dude, we heard that enough time. It's like you just cannot win. Like, I understand what you're saying. You like the sex stuff, but Playboy has great sex stuff. Flip over to that if you want to have like really hardcore sex.
Right.
Well, damn, Jimmy, if I want to listen to damn two broads, talking about gay, lesbian sex, and yeah, I mean, that's what I'd listen
Well,
to.
Brett, it's $2 lousy. If you're not getting $2 of entertainment from this show, then cancel.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to sit here and kiss your ass. You either like it or you don't. That's the choice you get to make.
Do you get 7 cents worth of laughs out of this show a day?
Out of you, Jimmy? No.
No, out of the show, not me.
Oh boy, another
I mean,
Jimmy
out of
thing.
Opie and Anthony and some of the stuff that they come up with, the genius that's doing the remixes, yeah.
Okay, so you don't get any laughs out of me, but you do get some out of the show. So at least you're getting your 7 cents worth, correct?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, well then you answer
But
my...
I'm just saying that the format of the show has changed.
I know what you're saying, and I'm saying do you get your 7 cents worth, and you're saying from the show in general you do.
Right, but I'm just saying...
We heard you. We heard you, and we addressed it. You get your 7 cents worth, and that's all you need to know. What's the problem?
The problem is, I'm just saying that the show in general has changed.
Okay, all right, you know something? I will even buy that. I'll say the show has changed. You know something? When we first came on the air here at XM, I think we were really, because we had nothing else to base it on,
right?
So we were going on what we used to do in the afternoon at NEW. And it was very hard to do that in the morning here on XM. So it kind of seemed a little forced, and it was rough, and we had a hard time the first couple of weeks we were on the air. I think now we're falling into more of a rhythm of what this show is about. I think just the time we're on affects what content we have on this show. It's the type you're kind of almost a different person in the morning than you are in the afternoon. And I think if we were doing afternoons, you'd get a show that was similar to our older show than you do now that we're in mornings. Now that there's a lot more topical stuff to talk about because the news hits fresh in the morning. We do that. We like doing a lot with the sound because that's fresh and new in the morning. So yeah, has the show changed? Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Is it a bad thing? I don't think so.
No, I think it's a really fun show to listen to, and this show will always be changing. And as it changes, we'll lose listeners and we'll gain new ones. That's what radio is all about. So you might cancel because you don't like the direction of the show, but you know what? We may pick up a bunch of new people because, whoa, I like the new direction of the O&A show.
Did we make a conscious effort to take off Sexy Estate or Guess What's in My Pants? No. Call up. We'll play. Jesus Christ.
I'm a concerned listener. I don't want to cancel y'all. I'm just a...
Dude, we don't care if you do cancel. Stop repeating yourself. I wanted to go after him. But who cares? You don't need to go, look, I'm not going to cancel. So what?
Let me make
Bye.
I'm going to make the point again. This show will always change constantly, and as it changes, we will lose listeners. It's the nature of doing radio, and you will gain brand new listeners that go, hey, whoa, I like when they talk about the news.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can't worry about it.
Enough of the defending the show portion of the show.
Yeah, enough. Dope from Virginia. $2 an hour. I mean, $2 a month.
$2 an hour. Jesus, now it's expensive.
I'm saying $2 a month.
Let's calm down now, Jimmy.